Narayanpura village lies in Madhya Pradesh, in the heart of rural India. Many people here live without electricity, healthcare, or regular work. Despite some simple pleasures, life can be unforgiving, and women are on the front lines of the battle for survival. Afsana Begum was 11 years old when she was removed from school and married. Last year, she broke generations of family tradition to work outside her home.
I couldn't bear to see the children starving, so I got a job. But my husband beat me because it made him look bad. I felt helpless and didn't know where to go.
Afsana finally turned to a group of local women called the Shaurya Dal, or Courage Brigade. Dressed in blue saris, they go door to door to tackle a range of issues affecting their lives, from sanitation to violence. Initiated by the government of Madhya Pradesh and financed by the UN's International Fund for Agricultural Development, or IFAD, they work with local leaders to change attitudes and implement solutions.
We were formed because the girls here were being raped. They were so scared they wouldn't leave their homes. Our group has made a huge difference, not just to women, but to their entire families as well.
Scarred by violence, many here live in fear. This woman agreed to tell her story if her name was not used. Her 14-year-old nephew was murdered by a neighbor. His crime? The boy's goat had pilfered some grain. We looked everywhere for him, she says. Finally, we found his body in the neighbor's grain store. The police refused to help until the Courage Brigade blocked the main highway demanding action. The alleged killer is now facing trial.
There are so many issues here: gender violence, alcoholism, gambling, child marriage. Often the best solution lies not with law enforcement, but by using community pressure to address problems.
With women in charge, life is changing fundamentally. Every day, members of the Courage Brigade come here to cook, having taken control of a government-subsidized school meals program. The food is simple, but it's healthier than the contaminated rice that was served by the corrupt teacher they kicked out.
We fought for 3 years. The teacher threatened us constantly. Once he even threw a hot stove at us, but we didn't give in.
Nearly 100 village children rely on the breakfast and lunch served. Many have experienced prolonged hunger before. Some live alone for weeks as their parents travel far away for work. The school meal is a lifeline. The brigade helped Afsana and her husband reconcile and gave her a loan to open her own bakery. She now employs 4 other women and is inundated with orders. For the first time in her life, Afsana is making her own choices and her own money, earning much-deserved self-respect in the process.
In the northeast and North Africa, population growth, urbanization, a fragile resource base, climate change and low productivity exacerbate the fight against hunger and malnutrition. Yet 7 countries in the region have already met the hunger target of the first Millennium Development Goal of halving the proportion of undernourishment. Jordan is one of those countries. Here in the Jordan Valley and across the country, family farmers have boosted their resilience by attending farmer field schools. These training courses are organized by the government of Jordan and the UN Food and Agriculture Organization, FAO, together with an Agricultural Research and Extension Institute.
The field school helped us from a group of farmers with similar resources backgrounds and crops.
The use of integrated pest management, known as IPM, is the foundation of the field schools approach. The methodology combines simple, environmentally friendly techniques based on the agro-ecosystem. It effectively boosts production and income and eliminates the need for expensive pesticides.
We only use chemicals if all other methods fail. We depend on IPM, and now we have increased production and saved money. We used to get 400 boxes of tomatoes per hectare. Now we get up to 1,000.
الدنم 400 صندوق الآن صار ينتج معنا 800,000 صندوق الدنم.
More than 2,000 farmers have now increased their knowledge and learned new production techniques. And 400 women who took part in the project have overcome some initial resistance to achieve remarkable results.
I took on management of the whole farm and we had a good season.
وكان كثير موسم الحمد لله رب العالمين كان كثير موسم ناجح وكان المزارعين المجاورين.
Our neighbors used to come to see how a woman could run a farm, but we were doing very well, and my family is supportive.
الحمد لله كانت كثير المزرعة ناجحة وكان عندنا كثير موسم ناجح بعديها تطور.
By the second season we expanded from 12 greenhouses to 30 and from 10 acres to 30 acres. It was a great success.
صرنا ب 30 دنم والحمد لله وما زال المشروع مستمر لحد الآن.
And now, by spreading their newfound knowledge, Jordan's farmers are helping their counterparts from neighboring countries.
تعلمنا الكثير وعلمنا غيرنا.
We have learned a lot
عدد كبير من المزارعين
and even started to teach others,
وفدنا عدد كبير من
including our brothers as far afield as Syria.
من خلال المدارس الحقلية.
Farmer field schools are making an important contribution to the continued fight against hunger and malnutrition in the Near East and North Africa. And family farmers, once considered part of the problem, are now making the most of this opportunity to become part of the solution.
I am George Formien, the Public Information Officer of the World Food Programme in South Sudan. It is the rainy season now in South Sudan, and most of the country's earth roads are flooded or washed away. A trip that will take 2 days from Juba to Rumbek now takes 7 days. WFP road engineers and logistics staff traveled about 80 kilometers away from the capital, where we had learned that more than 150 trucks were stuck due to the bad road conditions. Trucks transporting about 40 to 45 metric tons of cargo basically sink sometimes as far as 2 meters deep in these parts of the road.
Barabara mbaya tumefanya siku 4 hapa na tuko empty bado, sio hizo zenye ziko loaded.
They have spent here 4 days.
The deterioration of the roads has a very huge impact for WFP's work. The food will not get to the location where it is needed. We have thousands and thousands of people in this country who are in desperate and urgent need of food assistance. If we can't get it in a timely nature, then we are putting these people's needs at risk.